Okay, my buddy Big Dirt had a question on a belt today. So I said, okay, Dirt, and we talked for a while, and I'll put the link to Dirt's channel down below. Big Dirt, big shout out for Big Dirt. And talk to him and his wife, wonderful people. I suggest everybody go over there and subscribe to him. He's a good guy. Anyway, we're going to talk about belts. And he said, I want to make a leather strap out of a belt. I said, cool. First of all, it has to be leather. Because if it's cheap plastic-y, pleather, it ain't going to work. Okay, so you can't use a belt like mine. See, mine's like closed, okay? You need to have an open belt. In other words, you need to have a belt that you can actually feel the leather. It's not smooth, okay? You need to have that leather roughness feel to it because the honing compound needs to be able to get into the belt. It needs to get into the leather so that you can hone. Now remember, we're only honing, okay? We're not sharpening, we're just honing. So lightly honing the blade on the belt, and you see the guys that go up and down with razors and the knives and that. All they're doing is, remember the feathers video? Putting the feathers back in sync on the edge of the knife blade, okay? Now, that's honing with the leather strap. Now, so you can put the compound in the belt and use it that way. Here's a problem. As my wife said, if you put that compound in that belt, I'm going to kick your you-know-what. I said, well, what are you talking about, honey? I'm just talking to Dirt about this. She goes, well, what happens is you'll use that on that belt, and then you'll put that belt on your pants, and then you'll get that compound on your pants, and then it'll get in the laundry, and you'll be living outside permanent. And I said, good point. And at which point she said, I got another use for a belt. I said, you do? She goes, yeah, I could show you real quick. I said, okay, show me. What's another use? Because we could all use that. You get the idea. So we're not going to put rouge on, the honing compound rouge stuff on the back of the belt. Not going to happen. No. So, another idea is you could take and you could glue on the back of your belt, you could glue emery cloth or really, really fine. Yes, they have finer sandpaper than emery cloth in some places. You can get it. Think model makers. They use really, really super fine emery cloths, even rough for them. You can glue this super fine sandpaper to the back of your belt. Then it won't come off on your clothes, and you could hone your knife that way. Idea. There's an idea. A quick little tip, quick little idea, and then there's other things you could do with this belt. My wife was right. You can use it to strap and tie things up. Doesn't say it has to remain this long. You could make it shorter. Maybe you need one of those straps to go around your leg to hold your gun to your leg. Okay? Maybe you want to cut them in long strips, as long as your belt is, and you would have long leather strips to use for cordage. It's an idea. Make tourniquets. Tie things together. Use 2 of these to hold your blankets together on your bedroll. Use 1 of them, it would work. 2 of them would be better. Attach things to the bottom of your packs. Make packs. Use them for shoulder straps for your packs. Depends on how big and wide your leather belt is. Very, very good. Very many ideas out there. I'm sure you guys will come up with even more that I've talked about. But there's an idea. Open cells on the leather so you can put the rubbing compound in there so that you can hone the stuff and go back and forth. You could glue very super fine sandpaper to the back so you could hone your belt. You could make different things out of the belt. Many uses out there for a belt. I'm sure I haven't thought of them all, but I really was not happy with the one my wife came up with. You get the idea. So I won't be putting honing compound on the back of my belt. My dad used to have a good use for a belt. Needless to say, my children are already grown, so I don't have to worry about that. But other people's children do. So, okay, well, I will catch you all on the next one. Check out Big Dirt's link down below. He's a wonderful guy. Got a great wife. Really cool kid. Lots of cool stuff going on over his place. And I love his Texas prison shank knife that he's got. That's a sweet knife. All right, I'll catch you all later. Thanks, Big Dirt. Catch you on the next one.